Welcome back to the channel. This is Kitten 7770, back with this clangy pair of drones strapped to the front of my rover, which has made my top speed about 7 to 8 kph. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do something about this because this is gonna take me far too long to get to where I'm going. What can I do? I could try adding a wheel. That would help it slide along. I have to lift it into the air first. I'm probably placing the piston right where the wheel needs to go. Oh wait, a piston. If I cut the head off the piston, it basically creates a slide. Always needs parts. Probably don't want to take it from that because I'm still going to try to add the wheel. I already took it from that one. Unknown signal just dropped. I sometimes go for them if I'm not doing something else, or if I need the parts. I used to ignore them, then I found out later they had special content. Oopsies. Whoa, that went up real fast. And Endeavor's no longer on the ground. Should be fine. Endeavor's back wheels are on the ground. Yeah, I didn't think that was gonna work. Still too low to the ground. I don't think those divots are much of a problem. Though if I hit one at speed... I'll find out later. Not sure what's a good height for this one. Probably just enough to get Endeavor's wheels on the ground. Let's try that. Yeah, that looks like it works. The front wheel is still in the air, but the two back ones are on the ground. Now, how fast can I go at this? 15. About 22 kph. It's far better than 7. If I put them down, I don't think they'll slide. Though we are... I keep forgetting that... Oh well. Forgot to turn the vent off. And depressurize. This thing's gonna lock to the ground, and I'm not even sure if I even need it. Yeah, already locked. This probably won't work at this configuration. I could try it though. Vent's still on. I'm not even caring about it. Oh, I did turn it off. You know what? I haven't even properly looted that computer shipment now I'm thinking about it. It still has its beacon on it. Ooh, spinny wheel. The wheels are dangerous when it's that spinny, because it could fling you. Then you'll probably just be... You'll either be splatted into the ground, or be splatted through the ground where only your foot's sticking up. Alright, this one's now disabled. Time to find out how many computers I got. Yeah, stuck on the armor. Oh! There's 500! That's easily enough for a full assembler. Excuse me a moment. When I talk too much, I start coughing, so I have little mints nearby to help soothe my aching throat. I was hoping that would stop the timer, but it didn't work. Let me see. Still can get it a little closer. Oh, that's right. I grabbed it when my wheels were low. Looks like that's as close as I could get it. Let's see if this locks. It locked to the ground, so it's hard to tell if it actually locked the thing. Nope, it's not locked. But it doesn't seem to be sliding, so either way it's still good. Sandstorms. I reckon that's good enough. Oh, let's make sure to grab my loot. Do a final check. Oh, bottles. Yeah. I might as well top them off while I'm here as I get stuck on my wheels. I mean, I will be moving here eventually. Originally I thought it was going to make a large rover, but now I'm thinking maybe hook up a trailer to Endeavor. Because I'm still not fully settled on design for a large rover. It's going to have to be pretty big, too. 3 minutes on that signal. You know what? Let's do it. It's extra parts, at the very least. And when I grind down the battery, I'll get some extra scrap. Then there's always the chance I'll get an item, though it'll probably be a badger drill or a cow drill or something lame like that. Oh, it's one of those jumpy ones. It's one of the ones that likes to run away. Nope. Can't get to its turret. Well, I can use it for target practice. Though with this storm, I can't tell if that part is smoking or not. Oh yeah, I got it. Now, what will you give me? Leopard grinder. It's better than what I thought I would get. It's mostly just plate and some bits, but I'll take it. I won't grind down the whole thing. I mean, I'll grind down the whole thing, I just won't show it on camera. Well, let's get to Miki.
Alright, well, I finished grinding down that unknown signal. I realized I've never switched to the first person view, so this is what the cabin looks like inside. Pretty cool. You can see a lot, you can see the wheels, I can see the ground in front of me and the sky. And it's also a bit noisier, that's why I tend to be in the third person camera. Heading over to Miki to drop a load of scrap off. And I might be a little overconfident. I'm thinking about trying out, holding down X and doing a jump, just to see how well this vehicle handles. It handles pretty good. Right! Oh, I bought him down on the back. No! No, no! Ah! I'll have to adjust the strength on the rear axle. That sucked. Oh look, my ammo survived. At least that's some good news. Oy. Oh man, I blew away even the scrap. Well, that's not good. Looks like the battery's still there. I'm a little worried about the hydrogen engines and tanks. Though there's no giant hole blown in the rover, so I guess they didn't explode. Still, I should check them. Hey, engine's still there. Not even damaged. Can't see the tank. So it looks like I hit on the right side first. Whew. I'm glad I put heavy armor there. I'm kind of surprised the turrets are the only thing I lost. Oh, I damaged the container a little bit. Not below functional, at least. How am I gonna... I need to see that tank. But I need to figure out how to write this thing as well. That tank's okay. I know it doesn't have enough gyro power to flip it. I could use the counterweight method, albeit that's kind of the boring way. Probably my best bet is to use pistons. Though, I will admit, I've never flipped a vehicle in this manner before. Yeah, there's a first time for everything. I'm not even actually sure how to do this. In theory, I just need to create enough leverage to flip it. I'm gonna do this probably slower than you guys would like, but since it's something I've never tried, I don't want to go too fast on these pistons. I should have the parts, at least for a few. I guess it's it's a good thing I went after those two drones, because I picked up some parts I wouldn't otherwise have, because I completely emptied Endeavor. I have mostly scrap. It's going. Oh wow. Okay. I'm glad the sides aren't flat, because it rolled itself over a bit. I am concerned about the wheelbase though. That's going to be a challenge to get past. I designed this thing with stability in mind. That's why I kept the wheels wide and low. I'm not how sure of just how well I could flip it with that wide of a wheelbase. And let's hope I'm not in the route of a convoy, because I currently have no guns. I don't think I am. But I don't exactly like the position I put myself in. All because I wanted to test the suspension. Did this to myself. Looks like I'm not going to make it to Miki today. I don't know how long it's going to take me to flip this vehicle. I could try making another crane to flip it. Not sure about that. I can make a simple crane, yes, but Endeavor's heavy. I don't know if a normal crane can flip it. For right now, this seems to be working. I just don't want it to fall into the divot I created. If it goes in there, ugh, it's gonna be hard to get it out. Oh, how am I supposed to get power? That's gonna be a challenge in itself. If it was just a standard cockpit, I could just jump in. But no, I had to make a pressurized cabin for myself. I'm surprised the light armor on the top didn't dent in. I guess it is slightly dented now that I'm looking at it more closely. But it didn't rupture. All in all, I say Endeavor's built pretty sturdy if it is how much damage it takes on a crash. When Snowdrift flipped over, ugh, that was far worse. Though that one was easier to write because, well, it was on a hillside. This one's flat on the ground. Well, on flatter terrain. This is probably a bad idea, but I'm going to throw a hinge into the mix just to get a straighter angle. I realize, oh man, it's too low to the ground. I realize if I do it, no, never, wait. Oh, I was probably standing in the placement field. This is tempting Clang. I mean, I've tempted Clang before, but this is... I hope it doesn't clang. I've experienced it twice in this series. I don't need a third time. Please work. It's so hard for me to figure out how to voice this, because normally when I'm concentrating, I'm silent. And this is taking a lot of concentration. Build Vision does make it easier, but I'm still a novice at Build Vision. I am getting a little bit more accustomed to its basic functions, though going into the upper menu, there's two ways to open Build Vision. With the welder out or any tool, you hold down Control to open the basic window, and you could either choose to scroll up or scroll down to open up Build Vision. Scrolling down opens up the window you've been seeing me using primarily, but if you scroll up, you get a radial menu that gives you a wider range of selections, and it allows you to push things to higher limits. This is gonna be fun getting into the truck. Oh good, I can reach the chair. As I was saying, I'm still experimenting with Build Vision. I don't know everything there is about it yet. I'm learning. I can see why other YouTubers call it a learning curve. But I can't imagine having a world without Build Vision. Or mods, for that matter. I'm so used to having them. I don't like that angle that's going up at. I'm gonna lower that back down. I'm gonna have to do another hinge. Let me think, are there any other mods I have installed that could help me help me out of this situation? I could bring Sprout over here. But Sprout has trouble lifting a full load of ice. I highly doubt I could use it to flip Endeavor. Oh, I made a mistake. I was supposed to weld the hinge. I could either lock it at the right position with build vision, or I should probably put my handbrake on. I don't know if I should put my handbrake on. When I flip vehicles, I don't normally put the handbrake on, but then when it flips over onto its wheels, it goes flying down the mountainside. Though here it's flat, so that shouldn't be a problem. Is that wheel in voxel? Please tell me it's not, but it looks like it is. There's so much to keep track of. In theory, getting a straighter angle will help flip this thing faster. It's still going away I don't like. I could balance it out though. I just need to put a hinge and piston towards the rear. I should also at some point check the cargo placement, because if most of my cargo is in the large container, that would make it rear heavy. In fact, I know it's rear heavy because of the way the axle bottomed out. For now though, this appears to be working. I should be glad I put as much reinforcement around that container. If it was just the connector, like it was before, I might have broken the container. But I embedded it in heavy armor. Oh man. If those tanks would have gone off, it would have been my miner from Catch-22 all over again. Oy. Though, in that build, the tanks and the engines were exposed. That was my most fatal flaw. They took the brunt of the explosion. Or rather, the brunt of the drop. Once they ruptured, kaboom. Probably also doesn't help that I had one of those explosive tank mods in. That went catastrophic. It even managed to damage Catch-22. Ah, I didn't take a blueprint of this new form. I'll have to rework the armor myself.
I blueprinted the original Endeavor, but not this one. Though I can't use projectors either, that technology is currently locked. Which means I have to remember how to do the armor shaping myself. I don't think I'm going to have enough time to completely flip this in this episode. To be honest, I recorded 4 hours of time of me trying to get the thing back on its wheels. Originally, I thought about breaking it up into a smaller clip bit and make it look like I knew what I was doing, but I decided against it, so I decided to show a fuller cut of what I was doing. That way you could experience my pain with me. And also the joy of when I get it onto its wheels. The batteries are fully charged. I don't have to worry about power. I refilled the oxygen tanks, and the hydrogen tanks are still alive, and I have hydrogen on me. I have a feeling I'll be using that hydrogen because I'll be moving around my jetpack a lot. I'm saving because I don't know what will happen. If the vehicle blows up, I'm probably not going to make it home alive. I'm trying to avoid that scenario. Here goes. Once I get it on the side of its wheels, that's halfway. Well, actually, it's already on the side of the wheels. From this point forward, I'm no longer using the shaping of the armor to help me flip it. I've got to get it past the wheels. And it doesn't look like this is gonna work. Well, that's gonna be about it for this episode. Go ahead, leave a like, comment, subscribe, tell your friends, and I'll see you next time.